Alright, so today we're out at the new project lawn. So this is my brother and sister-in-law's house out of town, as you can see. We're definitely out of town, some nice gum trees in the background there. But today we're going to be seeding sections of the lawn and also hydro-seeding, hydro-mulching some of the areas that are just a little bit slopey, which can technically be eroded pretty quickly if we get some rain. So I'm going to hydro-mulch it, hydro-seed it, so that we stop that erosion and it sort of tactifies to these surfaces here. So the guys at Ecoscapes in town are going to help us with that. But a couple of areas, so I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do today, and it's going to be an ongoing project I'm going to keep you guys updated on as well. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Right, so as I said, this is a section here which council basically needs some water on to stop erosion going into this little dam just here. Stop all the dirt going in there, all the silt. So 300 square meters here that we're going to get hydro seeded just for this section here, so it's gonna be good fun. So we'll show you guys how that all works. I've never actually done it before, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they do that. Be pretty cool. Then we've got this section here, this is about 100 square meters. We're gonna do this manually, just put it out with a drop spreader and then put some fertilizer down on top of that as well. And we're just gonna seed straight into the existing soil that we've got here. So Ollie's brought in some topsoil into this area. He's leveled it out, rotary hoed it, picked out all the rocks. Huge, like it's taken these guys like 6 weeks. Even more than that to get this all done. And I'll tell you what, it's looking pretty good, pretty level. It's gonna make do for now. A couple of weeds that we're gonna have to deal with in the long run, but we just need to get this seed down before it gets too hot. Because yeah, putting in a cool season blend on this area here. All right, so the seed that we're using today is just here. As you can see, we've got heaps of it because it's a huge area. But thanks heaps to the guys at Advanced Seed for shooting us this stuff. Really appreciate it, guys. So what we got was a bit of a mix. So we've got Kentucky bluegrass, as you can see here, bit of fine ryegrass, and then some more fine ryegrass as well. So the SR4660 is what I've got on my lawn actually. So the reason we've gone this blend is 60% rye is just so it germinates nice and quick, and it stops erosion on these areas here, because if we get any heavy rainfall, yeah, it can get washed away. So when you got a seed that germinates nice and quick, it's really going to stop that erosion and keep, you know, the dirt from washing away. And then we've got some Kentucky bluegrass as well, which Kentucky bluegrass does take a lot longer to come up. It takes about 21 days to germinate, whereas your ryegrass takes about 6. Well, it depends on the weather, it can be 3 to 5 days. So the reason we've got the Kentucky bluegrass in there, because it's going to creep sideways and fill in any bare areas over time once it really starts to establish. So yeah, great little blend there. Really keen to see how this looks as well. Nice hardy blend as well here. I mean, in Queensland or something, you wouldn't do a blend like that because this is cool season grass, but somewhere like Orange, Melbourne, even in parts of South Australia, you can get away with using a blend like that and it'll stay green all year round. Just requires a little bit more water, hence why you wouldn't use it in Queensland or up in Cairns especially, somewhere like that. So then we've got out the back section here. So Ollie's just put this retaining wall in dead set in the last couple of days. Looks pretty tidy actually. Looks really, really good. So we're not going to worry about this top section at the moment because he's still going to put some drains in behind this retainer wall. And this isn't really the piece or the area that we're going to worry about. It's going to be more like, you know, this sort of paddock area back here. We are in town, remember. But this is going to be a feature piece here. So we're not going to be able to do that yet just because it's so boggy. I've had so much rain over the last like 6 weeks or something. It's been ridiculous. So he's really struggled to get the rotary hoe in there, leveling it out. It's just been a little bit hard. So we're going to do that further down the track, which is probably good because since we're doing it in sections and he hasn't got automatic irrigation, it's going to be good to be able to do it section by section along the way. In the last section, which again is going to be hydro seeded, hydro mulched, I don't know what it's called, that's why I keep saying both. But yeah, this section here which slopes drastically towards the house, which there we're going to put that seed down there as well. Really hard to see slopes on camera, but it is very slopey there. But yeah, so this is the project lawn, nice little spot out of town. Really beautiful spot actually, love it. But we're going to wait for Dan to turn up now with the hydro mulching truck, show you guys how that works. We're going to get into it. huge shout out to Dan and the guys at Ecoscapes for doing this today. So this stuff, I was talking to Dan about it, is like basically just the mulch. He said it was like a wood fibrous tactifier basically, so it almost looks like insulation, like green insulation. He said that's just dye, which helps them sort of see how much they're putting down. I think technically you legally have to have it. But yeah, as you can see, how crazy is the colour of that stuff? Absolutely crazy. So that, as I said, is going to stop erosion. So he said to me, if we got 10 mil of rain, it wouldn't harm that at all. That's the only reason you'd see any wash or anything like that is if you got some rain flowing down from a higher area, then pushing down through the bottom there as well. But mate, it's awesome stuff. It'll be interesting to see how this goes compared to just normal seedings. We're going to seed a section normally as well, and I'll compare the two and show you the difference between them. But this stuff is pretty sticky, so it's got that tactifier in it. Look at that, it's heaps wet too. But yeah, we just mixed the seed and the fert in that big agitator, as you guys saw, then just threw it out through the hose, as you guys saw in that footage as well. Really interesting. It's really cool. If you could do that all the time, that would be awesome like that, because that was quick as and tidy. Obviously they know what they're doing, because that is a really good job. But yeah, great for erosion control. So that's why we chose to do this in this area here, because it's just that much of a slope. Like, it's just, how intense is that colour, man? It's just crazy. Alright, so all those two sections are done. Next spot we're going to do is this spot here. So we're just going to seed it. We're going to put down that seed, our starter fert, got some wetting agent there as well, and some humic acid in there as well. Just some granules from Plant Doctor, just to help that seed germinate a little bit quicker as well. I found whenever I've used humic acid when putting seed down, it does tend to help it germinate just a smidge quicker. I don't know if it's just in my mind, but that's what it says on the all the marketing for humic acid, is that it does help seed germinate a little bit quicker. And it's also going to help just nutrients in the soil, you know, be unlocked if there's anything in there that's not naturally available. It really does help that come out. But yeah, let's seed this, break it in, roll it, and then we get the water on it, and we're off. So we put the fert, humic acid, wetting agent down, and also the seed. Use the drop spreader, and then put the rest out with the broadcast spreader. And yeah, pretty much done. So we went at the recommended rate on that seed there. Mate, ready to go. So Ollie's just getting the quad bike, and he's just gonna, because we don't have a water roller today, we're just gonna roll it in with the wheels of the quad, just so we get it pressed down into the soil a little bit more, so when we start irrigating it, it doesn't like wash away as easily. You just get a water roller or something from Bunnings, or I don't know, you could even use your feet and stamp it down if you really wanted to, but why not use the quad in this situation? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So from now on, it's just keeping water onto this. So if you guys ever seed your lawn, make sure you keep it wet at all times. Yeah, you cannot let it dry out, or it's just gonna basically die out. So it's the same with this area here. I reckon this will take a little bit less water, but we'll see how it goes in the long run. It'll be interesting to see the comparison between this and this. I'll make sure I do weekly updates on this as well, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, normally I tell people water about 15 minutes every 4 hours to get like decent amount of moisture in your lawn there. But yeah, that's it. Water, water, water. Biggest tip I can give you guys is make sure you keep moisture up to it. I'll wrap it up there. Thanks guys so much for watching, really appreciate it. As you can see, it's really helped compact it down a little bit, which is what we need. Not too hard, just enough that the seeds sort of like drop down. I hope you guys can hear me then. Drop down to that area just there, as you can see. So that's basically what a roller's going to do as well. So I'll keep you guys updated with this project. I'll make sure I'll come back at least once every week and show you guys how much the grass has grown. And we're going to look after this through the year, maybe the next couple of seasons, show you guys just how this is all going to look. And we need to reseed. We'll need to reseed the back section as well. We've got a couple of other areas we're going to do as well, but I'll keep you guys updated, see how this hydromulch is going, how this area goes here, and yeah, just keep you guys updated on this project. Really keen, man. It's good to do a couple of different projects on the side, apart from just mowing my grass all the time at home. Thanks guys so much for watching, really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you guys have a good week.